my name is Jurgen Westerveld. I'm different things at Bio, so I'm one of the owners of Bio. I'm the chairman, but actually what I enjoy most, I'm also in the lead on marketing. So I have a role of governance, but I also have a role in business. So I'm involved in product development and marketing.
Okay. Now, with history coming in from the 90s, Bio has evolved. But I think one of the key areas we look at, when we look at Bio, is innovation. What is the DNA around Bio, and how have you shaped it to be able to focus really on bringing new concepts? And you can see from the trophies here that you should pick up quite a bit.
Okay, I think that's a great question, Duma. I think it all goes back to when the company started, and I think Binoy Zachariah is a very well-known name, who was the founder of Bio.
Yes.
Who started the company back in 1992. I think he also won an award, a lifetime achievement award from AFAS, and rightly so.
Yes.
So I think his, if we talk about DNA, we talk about the foundation of the company, and the foundation of the company is quality and innovation. So it's a very interesting story. Binoy traveled on a Swiss air flight from Nairobi to Zurich, and he sat on the flight and he got a very nice yogurt, and he opened it and he tasted it, and he said, "I love this, and why don't we make this in Kenya?" And that's how Bio started. And so he came back to Kenya and he started in Langata, a small factory, the Bio factory, and from day one his biggest focus was quality. So bringing a high quality yogurt was already an innovation, and then quality was the backbone, and everything he did was quality. And over time we have actually continued that legacy by saying, what is the backbone of our company? We always want to bring the best quality, making sure that we work with our farmers, that we get the best milk, that we give our consumers the best product, and always innovating, always saying, okay, what's next? How can we serve our customers better? So everything we do is about quality and about innovation.
Now, on the quality side, I think we are in an environment that doesn't lend itself very well to meeting quality. So whatever lands on your gate could be anything. Just a bit on maybe what you guys do in terms of ensuring what comes in could be.
We do a lot. It's actually, our whole company is built on our partnership with our farmers. Because what goes in the factory, the milk that goes in, determines the quality of what comes out. You can't undo quality issues on the product, on the milk coming in. So we spend a lot of time with our farmers. What we do is, any farmer who wants to supply Bio gets a visit from one of their development officers. They do a first analysis, so they go around with the farmers saying, okay, what's happening, what is working, what is not working, and most of the time we then give recommendations for things that they need to improve. And what are these things? How do you wash your milking equipment? How clean are the cows? Is there enough water? Is there enough air? Is there milk cooling in place? So there's a lot of factors that improve or decline milk quality. So that's number one. Then we help the farmers to achieve the right level. Then we do an audit, and they need to score 75% or higher. And then after that, we want to see samples for a month coming in that actually show that with the things they do on the farm, and after passing the audit, they're actually able to provide us the quality we require. And then what we do when we collect the milk, it goes into a sealed compartment with a seal. When the milk arrives here at the factory, that seal is broken. We then perform 17 tests, and only if these 17 tests are passed, then the milk is allowed into the factory. So it is a matter of working with our farmers, helping them to get the quality, and then stringent testing that we actually get the quality. But it's a two-way street, and we can't ask farmers, oh, you need to do all these things for nothing. So what we also do is we pay a much higher price. So the base price that we pay to every farmer is much higher than what any competitor pays. And on top of that, we pay a quality premium. It means the better the quality, the more we pay the farmer. So we constantly want to motivate our farmers to increase and improve their quality. So it's a partnership.
Now, one other part that we really think Bio has been kind of a servant of the industry is really when we talk about sustainability, and whether it's ensuring from the farming side, and the outside environment where probably sustainability is still not something many companies talk about. Why has Bio taken this as one key part of the
Well, the shortest answer, and I'll elaborate a bit, is because it's the right thing to do, and it's the thing we all need to do. If we look at the reality of the world we're living in, if you look at global warming, if you see the decrease of natural resources, anybody today, in my opinion, and our opinion as a company, that's not putting their thoughts into how to become more sustainable is actually stealing the future from our children and our children's children. So it's the right thing to do. But I think more precisely, we as the company, our vision is very simple. We believe that everyone should have, all humanity should have access to clean and healthy food now and in the future. Now if you take a mission or a vision seriously, and we say now and in the future, it means that whatever we do today needs to be true, that it can be done next year, in 10 years, in 50 years, in 100 years, in 200 years. So we believe whatever we do today, we need to make sure that we help our communities around us, that we don't destroy the environment, that we leave as little footprint as possible. And we are on a constant journey to say, okay, how can we reduce packaging? How can we, for instance, the lights we have in the factory are LED, we have solar installed, how can we reduce water usage, or we have a water recycling system? How do we bring the CO2 footprint of our fleet down? In everything we do, we look for ways to become more sustainable. And we are at this point in time, whatever we cannot eliminate, we basically get carbon credits, so we plant trees in order to offset the carbon credit. So Bio is at this point in time carbon neutral. And this is a journey. For us, it's just a start. Every year we set ourselves a target to become more sustainable.
Now, Green Mobility now has part of the ownership of this company. Probably running for some few years now. Innovated, done all these things. What is the future of this company? What would you like to do in the next 5 to 10 years?
A lot. I'm an entrepreneur, so this is the best question you can ask me. Now, I think for us, what for us is the most important thing, we want to delight our customers. And we believe companies they're not there, in the end of the day, they're not there for shareholders, they're not there for staff, they're not there for stakeholders. Their prime focus is to fulfill the need of a consumer. What does the consumer need and want? So what drives us is always thinking, how can we make sure that the consumers get better products, healthier products, cleaner products, and products that they like, innovative products. And how can we do that in a way that it's sustainable? So I think for our company, we will keep on doing that. We have a lot of interesting products. We just launched butter, we launched our Greek style yogurt. We're going to launch some other very interesting products in the next couple of months, and we'll keep on doing that. We will keep on driving sustainability, and I think what we also try to do is to get all our partners, our suppliers, but also our customers and our consumers engaged in that, so that together we can even move faster. So the future is bright. I think Kenyan Bio is a brand that's loved by many Kenyans, and we are very grateful for that. And we work hard to live up to that trust and to live up to that love. And I think what drives us in that is to make sure that our customers get the best tasting, cleanest, and healthiest dairy products every day.
Now, if you look at the region, are there some regional ambitions for your business beyond dairy into something still?
I think dairy is our bread and butter. I shouldn't say bread, because bread is not dairy. So let's say dairy is our yogurt and butter and milk.
Yeah.
And that's what we know and what we're good at. So we don't have direct ambitions to go into other product categories. We have, of course, some sister companies like Mark Cuisine in Fine Foods, which we're growing. So we're bringing jams, which when you go to Java, you'll find our jam. Soon you will find our ketchup and our mayonnaise. So definitely there will be, in our sister companies, will be venturing into more other segments. Regional ambitions, we never say no. Again, I'm an entrepreneur, so I want my ears and my eyes are always open to listen to opportunities. And definitely, if something comes by in Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Sudan, or Rwanda, we will definitely be into it. But it's not. I think for now we are focusing on Kenya, but never say never.
Yes. My last question is, as an investor, and you've probably seen the sector make lots of changes and grow in its ambition. What is your feel about the dairy industry in Kenya going forward? What would change? What kind of things, what kind of trends could come in in this sector? Because
Yeah, it's a very good question, Duma. I think there's a consumer perspective, there's a processor perspective, and there's a dairy farmer perspective.
yes,
I think from a consumer perspective, we are a milk drinking nation.
yes,
We drink chai, we want our yogurt, we want our maziwa lala, and as the population grows, the market will grow. So I think there we are on a steady trajectory of growth, and the consumer wants innovation, and the consumer increasingly wants healthy products. And I think Bio is one of the companies that's positioned very well to fulfill that need. I think from the processor perspective, we have a very developed processor landscape, and we have many cooperatives. We have our big brother Brookside. So it's a developed market, and I think we're all in a way trying to serve the consumers that are there in Kenya. I think where we have the biggest challenge is in the dairy farming sector. Because what we see as the population grows, what we require is more efficient dairy farming. But what we see as the population grows is that farms on average become smaller, right? Because fathers pass on their farms to 5 sons and the farm ends up being cut up in pieces. So while we would want to have a larger scale, more efficient dairy farming, because more efficient dairy farming is more efficient in terms of cost, but also in terms of sustainability, right? You get more milk per cow, which is more efficient. So I think there we still have to, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I think we are very supportive of the Kenya Dairy Board and the Kenyan government, as well as our fellow processors. I think we have a role to play to support the dairy sector to become more efficient and more large scale. And we, as I said, we're supportive of the projects and the initiatives that Kenya.
the last one is just basically to give you an opportunity to maybe say something else that maybe you haven't covered. And being a major player in the sector, you probably have some insights that you want to share with our viewers.
But first of all, I really appreciate the initiative of AFMAS. I think AFMAS is an important partner for us and for all of us manufacturers. So I'm very grateful, Juma, that you have come today with the team and that we have had the chance to have some exchange of thoughts. I think, again, I go back to what I said before. I think we as Bio, we have one main aim, and that's to make sure that we delight our customers by giving them the best tasting, healthy, and cleanest dairy products, and that we do it in a sustainable way. And I really hope that in the next couple of years we can live up to the love that our customers are giving us, and the trust that the customers are giving us. But I also hope that we can partner with our consumers and customers to become more sustainable. And because, I'll give you an example, we can make our packaging very recyclable. But if our consumers do not bring back the packaging for recycling, it still goes to waste. So I would say, the viewers here, I would like to extend a hand to our consumer to partner with us, to keep on enjoying our products, but also to help us to become more sustainable.